Welcome to the Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semi-finals. Woo, we made it this far.
Feel the
We've
hype.
survived. Pretty keen to be here. It's going to be Luvnest versus Noganno. We have followed Luvnest throughout the quarterfinals. He had a very close series against Captain Price, and I'm sure we'll see more of the same against Noganno, who's also a very top-tier player.
Super hyped to be in this one, Machine. As you were saying, should be a pretty great matchup. Luvnest, he's going to be spawning in as our Soviets on the right-hand side of Kholodny, and Noganno will be our OKW.
We're feeling fresh.
Feeling good.
We just had some migraine. Oh, well, I had migraine.
You had
didn't.
migraine.
It was amazing.
I had some Nutrigrain. That was pretty filling.
Pretty manly stuff.
A bit of cereal. I mean, it's technically the morning here.
Yeah, it is technically morning.
It's 1:40, so it's okay for me to have breakfast.
That being said, though, if someone judges you for having breakfast cereal in the afternoon, then they shouldn't be your friend.
No.
You know, like
They should reconsider some of the things that are going on in their life.
just like when people condemn you for eating ice cream on a cold day, it's like, bro, ice cream tastes nice. You know, you eat food hot food in summer. What's the difference?
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Anyway, the difference is we are now in the battlefields of Kholodny Firma. The choices of diet will be a bit less. You know, they won't quite have the freedom to determine the temperature of their food or their ice cream.
Not exactly.
But
no.
I hope for the sake of Luvnest, I hope that he does have Maxims equipped with ice cream to keep their morale high.
It's the best. The best thing for Maxims. We'll have to see if he goes for the same general build he went. I mean, it's obviously going to be different. We saw against Captain Price, he went pretty light on the Maxims, only going for the 2, but that was on a completely different map. So going on Kholodny, it's obviously going to be a little bit different. I'd say more Maxim heavy on Kholodny. There's more important garrisons, and Maxims can probably get more work done if you get ahead early.
It's a really good map for Soviets, and it's a really good map for the Maxims as well. It's hard to push the Maxims out of those houses, and you can lock them down on those cutoffs, those high value points. Let's see what the response for Noganno is. This is a great map for ISGs as well, though. You put a battle group behind this house, you can have a pretty good arc where you can dislodge the Maxims out of those houses. You can kind of have a safe zone where ISGs are going to be giving you range support from afar. So I think the battle grouper into double ISG strat can work very well on this map. We do actually see a second squad of these conscripts coming out too, even despite already having the tier 2 structure, the support weapon Kampanaya. I think for Noganno, the important thing is to prevent the Maxim from getting into that garrison. You can't lose that garrison, and even this one as well. Even if Cons get in there, it's going to be hard for him to push out and to take the map when he has to deal with those garrisons.
It was definitely the idea coming in for Luvnest. Instead of opening with a couple of conscripts, going for that early Maxim has the potential to snowball you ahead. If you can get control over one of the important garrisons, force a couple of squads off, that early Maxim really can pay dividends. He hasn't managed to come up with much yet. The reason we don't really see him with a lot of map control, but he has capped fairly safely down the bottom and should have some squads around that cutoff. Don't want to run into sandbags, so just chilling behind the heavy cover and making sure he holds the cutoff and, more importantly, holds the fuel. That's going to be the major thing. Maxim should be finding a good engagement at the top as well. Strums are waiting for an ambush, but they're probably not going to find anything here.
Nice sandbags, though. That's got him in a really defensive spot. Has the heavy cover on the munitions point. Double munitions point at the moment for Noganno. He's going to have those Shreks online and plenty of shoe mines if he keeps this up.
This is really nice play, actually, from Noganno. There's no real way the Maxim can get a good angle on the Sturm Pioneers. The conscripts did manage to drop a model. They didn't really all get the memo and clump behind the hedge cover as well as Noganno was hoping, but it was still a good play. Nice attempt. He's going to have to retreat now.
Oh,
though.
through the cons,
careful.
though.
Wow.
Even the
Through
Maxim as well will start to fire.
And then
Loses
they
the
come
Sturm
up-
Pyres.
Big mistake from
Oh,
Noganno.
dear.
Yeah, it was a good idea, but I mean, if the conscripts get a bit of range on you and actually get onto the point, you really should have retreated from that one a little bit sooner. Unfortunate. Nice wipe coming in from Luvnest, and he was well set up for it. Definitely disturbed it. Even having the Maxim already set up preemptively, expecting the Sturm Pioneers to retreat.
That's expensive. It's even more punishing than losing the Volks. It's an expensive squad. And from that, we're going to see the fuel point be taken. The cutoff taken too, but there's still the munitions point connected because of the middle VP. Oh, that is such a bad start for Noganno.
He's not going to be happy about that at all. Another squad of cons going to be coming out here from Luvnest as well.
Fresh
Just sticking with those 2 Maxims. See how he decides to deal with this garrison, whether he maybe just ignores it. Goes for the middle VP. Tries to get a hold of that one. The battle group of the favourite of the machine has gone down. The gods are in your favour today, machine. They're liking you.
Having
a really
that
nice spot.
forward heal is great too. He will be able to hold this middle VP probably if he gets an ISG to dislodge that Church Maxim. But he had to rebuild the Sturms. That Sturms could have been an ISG right now, so... Oh, he's in a bad spot. Double fuel point at the moment for Luvnest. We're going to see a fast T7. He's going to come out pretty damn soon. And then by going for the ISG, then that delays his Raket, and that's just bad. Bad for Noganno losing the Sturmpires. Losing any squad in the early game is punishing. I think losing the Sturms is probably the worst. It's also the most expensive in the early game. Unless you're counting a sniper. Making use of the signal flares to get a Volks down, so it basically guarantees the cons to win this engagement. That being said, they are actually pretty weak, so perhaps not.
Maxim's moving and refacing now. The Maxim's crew definitely going to be contributing to that engagement, so he should still win this one. Yeah, Con's actually closing into the heavy cover. Force the Sturms off, and there go the Volks as well. Noganno completely unsuccessful in trying to keep a hold of that top. Wow, he's going for another Volsk. Noganno is. So no ISG, no Raketin to deal with the possible early T70. That's a bold choice.
I don't think it really matters at this stage what he goes for. He can't delay the T70. And then the T70 is going to just push him off even further. Maybe start wiping some squads on retreat. But yeah, this is just not where you want to be. He's lost the map, and he's trying to take the map back against Maxims and cons behind heavy cover.
I mean, thankfully he has had control over this munitions point. The munitions point here for the majority of the game up until this point. He has a fair few munitions in the bank, so maybe getting a couple of Shreks down on these Volks wouldn't be such a bad idea. Way to deal.
Yeah, he can go at least one Shrek. Not quite a second Shrek just yet, but obviously he won't go for the Shreks until he needs them. You don't want to lose out on that rifle damage when you can. Keep it instead to have the better engagements against the cons groups. They're pretty similar engagements, cons versus the Volks, so you do want to keep every advantage you can get.
So Luvnest just on non-stop cap at this point. Just finished up the caps down the bottom there with the combat engineers. I'd be interested to see if he pulled any mines down near that bottom VP. He's been capping up for a long time.
Actually pushing away Luvnest from the north, so we'll be taking the north back, but can he hold it? Con's going for the house, so are the Volks though. The Volks will actually get that one first, but it prevents the Muni's point from being capped. And looking at the tech, we should start to see the tier 3 go down. Maybe a little bit late here. Look at Luvnest fuel. He has 180.
Yeah.
He could already have a T70 being built by now.
He got caught in the classic Soviet trap is, man, I can just cap a couple more points or I can build a couple more mines with my combat engineers before I retreat and build the tier building. And he ended up, going for
100 fuel.
Wow, yeah.
Given his income and his manpower, maybe he should have got a second engineer squad. A lot of Soviets love going double engineers, especially Luvnest. He does it as well. And then you just have more mines you can plant. So it's always nice to have that. Still, the T7 is going to be late, but it still will have a huge impact. Flag half-track has been built. Yeah. Against the T70, though, it won't work too well.
Not that well, no, Machine. Going to be nice against these individual squads and the Maxims outside of the garrisons.
Yeah, there's a Raketin.
Yeah, Raketin going to be coming out now from Noganno.
Well, he's not.
Could have been sooner, though. I mean, that's what you got to look at it. It could have been sooner from Luvnest. T70 could already be out and about.
Yeah, that's giving Noganno the map, which he shouldn't have if that T70 was a little bit more punctual. But anyway, Noganno has the top back, and he even has the 2 VPs. Let's see if he can hold it. Maybe get some mines down would be ideal. I don't think he has any. Where's the Sturms? Walking around with these sweepers, trying to scout out some mines. Very important to do. When your opponent has map control, chances are they will have mines. So you always want to be sweeping aggressively if you can. There's mine here, for example.
Yeah, mine at the bottom. Commentary just placed that one earlier, and there's every chance there's more of another one there. Yeah, sending this from Pioneers down the bottom is really nice. I'm not sure if Noganno knew for sure that that's where the combat engineers were capping up. He might have had a bit of an assumption that was the area that was most held and least contested. So a good spot to send those String Pioneers. And the Black Half Track, it's starting to have a fair bit of impact actually. Noganno's done a good job of finding these individual squads and forcing them off.
T70's here. I was going for the north.
60 fuel light from Luvnest.
Yeah, he can go second. T70 I think would be the best choice.
Yeah.
He's so far ahead. There's no chance for a counter. Okay, he's shown himself. The Raketten's there, however. He's going to drive straight into it, but it hits the ground, and he's backing away. Doesn't even matter, though, because he didn't have time for a second shot, so he wouldn't have lost it either way. But nice placement of the Raketten. He covers the flak half-track, uses it as bait for the T70. It could have been a kill if Luvnest wasn't quite as fast to respond, and of course if it didn't hit the ground. But anyway.
Second Raketten is going to be the response here from Noganno. Going to be grabbing another one. That's definitely a way to deal with the T70. Play around with that flak half-track. Makes me think he wants to play a little bit more static though as well. Maybe just hold the top section of the map with the munitions with the VP up there as well. Stall it out until he can get some more stuff on the board.
Double Raketten here for Noganno. He actually will lose a sturm to this mine. If he wipes one model, it's going to be... Oh no, he's going to get through it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to dodge it.
And he sweeps it as well. How far will he chase this one? Probably all the way, it seems.
T70, I'm pretty sure Luvnest thought he could... man, yeah, I might actually look for the wipe. He knows there's only one. Yeah,
Nice.
That's nicely played. Well played.
He recognized that the Raketten was at the middle here.
Yeah. Maxim needs to retreat as well.
So Luvnest going for
the chain pack up.
Going for a Zis gun. This house is very low. Could die to another Shrek in a volley of the flak.
70 rotating to the middle now. Nade's going to be coming out. This conscript's got nice dodge coming in from Luvnest. He's still going to drop models and leave the cover as well, though. More nades coming in the church.
A lot of nades.
Good play. Good
Whoa!
Oh, wow. Almost took out the church. Really nice play. Luvnest dodged pretty much all of them. Noganno went for the haha, I have infiltration nades tactic where you select every bolt squad on the map and then individually throw infiltration nades. And you don't expect it because you see the first nade come out, then you know they're there, and you start playing around that. But if you throw them all at essentially the same time, you have to dodge every squad on the map, which is pretty much what we saw there. But Luvnest, he's really on point. He didn't lose any squads to that. Did get forced off the map a little bit, but there was a big munitions investment coming out from Noganno. He's down on 18 munitions now.
I do like this mortar as well. Able to force away the Rakettens in the house. Able to just do a lot of manpower bleed against those stationary Volksgrenadiers. As for Noganno, what is he going to go for? He might want to go for a Panzer headquarters, but he's pretty behind in fuel that I think we'll just see him go for the Command Panther. Maybe even if he is confident that he can hold a fuel, he could then maybe go for a Stuka into a Panther or the other way around perhaps. But at the moment, he needs to get this fuel back and hold it long enough for his Command Panther.
Bit of a Luvnest masterclass so far. It's playing very nicely. There's the T70 camping right on the garrison as well. 2 Shreks on the field now for Noganno. That's definitely going to be contributing. That's not the garrison you want to get into, though.
Ooh.
T70's like 2 shots away from taking out the garrison. I'm not sure if he realizes. The Maxim could take it out.
I don't think it could, actually.
I got really keen for a Maxim to
mortar.
destroy a garrison. Unlucky.
I thought it was actually the Maxim that
Yeah,
killed
could
him.
be the flak going down, though. The T70 should definitely chase this one up. He's not going for it. Oh, no, he is actually going the long way. T70 going to be coming in.
Oh, Shrek's come through. The Raketten as well on the side. Pops the repair. Gets out of the range. T70 slips away. The mortar actually gets decrewed.
Yeah.
He can steal that one and
He
retreat.
should definitely do that. Nice. Excellent play from Noganno. He needs that mortar. The mortar's going to be really nice. Adds a lot to his composition.
It's vital against the Maxims. Not having an ISG, you need to have some kind of indirect fire to dislodge those Maxims, and that mortar will allow him to do so. The mortar's probably even better than the ISG. It's more accurate, it's more reliable.
That was great, actually. That's an excellent move.
He must have just got a bunch of nades off. Yeah, look at the...
It was the nades. It was the nades from outside of vision. Nades from the fog of war. The best kind of nades. Demo? Yeah.
Looked like it was revealed, though. The Raketten was firing.
It was.
Yeah, he's trying to blow it up.
He's trying to blow it up now.
Attack grounding it. Maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
Ha! That looked like a pretty direct hit. Raketten versus Demo. The real battle.
He stopped.
Went for the stealth attack.
The worst part is if you do that and you hit it like 20 times, you're like, oh, there obviously isn't a demo there, because otherwise I would have blown it up by now.
He's moving! Maybe he must have think they cancelled it, maybe. Potentially? I think the competition has cancelled it. I don't know. He hasn't gone for it, though. If he loses the squad to that, I would be incredibly annoyed. Flight half track actually got really low during that last engagement, but has been repaired now by those stims. Luvnest still has control over the bottom side of the map. Are those mines still in place? I mean, we remember that Noganno swept one on retreat.
Which one?
So he shouldn't, that one. He knows that one's there, but he doesn't know the one of the VP is in the area. So he shouldn't walk over that one. You should be aware. You should know.
There's a sweeper.
Nice sweeper comes through.
Nice work from Noganno, playing it safe with the demo. Going for his truck, so probably for a Panzer headquarters.
You would think.
Maybe he'll go for like an Ober squad. Oh, these nades could wipe the Maxim. Just as the nades came through, the gunner was killed, so the Maxim was dropped. Luvnest actually looking like he's in a bit of trouble here. He's behind in squads, and there's going to be 2 weapons on the side of Noganno that were captured. First the mortar, and now potentially this Maxim. This T-70 is playing a risky game, but he's avoiding the Rocket and allows him to recapture the Maxim. Nice play there by Luvnest. Still, the VPs are definitely in the favor of Luvnest. 225 remain.
Was there even a retreat coming out there?
Is it bugged out? Oh no, it must have been a late retreat. Okay,
Yeah,
no, it was just a
late
late retreat.
Can he get it out of there? It looks like he might do.
Oh, the mortar!
Luvnest with the mind games there.
Yeah.
Did I forget to retreat
Calculated.
the Maxim? I was just trying to bait you into dying to my mortar.
See,
so.
that's when Luvnest should have typed in chat calculated.
That's the ideal moment, you think, Machine? Or?
Yeah.
I mean, how else will Noganno know that it was calculated? If you don't type it in chat, it's going to be like, man, he forgot to retreat the Maxim. But if you type in chat and say, man, that was calculated, and then the guy goes, wow, man, that was really well played.
But Noganno's held on much better than we all thought. Luvnest going straight for a Katusha. I love that choice.
Fantastic.
Look at how kind of clumped up the playstyle is of Noganno, and that's kind of the only choice that you really have when you're playing with such little territory on such a small map. You have to just clump up in order to deal with the T-70s, to deal with the Maxims, and the Rocket. The Katusha is the best choice against that.
This is going to be a late retreat. It's Katusha vision bait, because the Katusha's so close.
Yeah,
this is unlucky.
And Luvnest, he went for his Armored Assault, so he will have access to the IS-2 later on, which will give him a great synergy. Also because he has the Tier 4, he can go for T-34 85s.
I think his attention to fuel is really nice, Luvnest. He knows exactly where he's at in the game, like what he needs, and he picks the commander kind of based on that. Here we see it's like, okay, I can go for the Katusha, and around the time I hit 13 CPs, I'm going to have enough fuel to... The IS-2 as well, but the T-70 actually goes down here. That's a pretty big blow to Luvnest's composition.
Yeah, it is, but he will replace that with a Katusha. Not the worst thing in the world. Already showing his prowess by 1v1ing that tree, whatever it was. Okay, so I think Noganno hears it.
Nice, good movement. Just gets cancelled here for Luvnest, so a little bit of an unsuccessful first barrage for the Katusha. Feels a little bit emasculated, but I'm sure he can get back into this game.
I don't think Luvnest can possibly feel emasculated.
No, the Katusha feels emasculated.
Oh, right.
I think Luvnest, well, I'm not going to comment on... I'm not going to go into specifics here, Machine, but yeah,
I was going to say he has a very deep voice. That's what I was going to say, Blake. Okay, I don't know what you were going to say.
Man. Were you going to say that, though?
I mean, one would say his voice is a little bit on the masculine side. And I would agree with that. Yeah. Can't say I've heard Noganno's voice, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, I guess.
I've never had a chat to him, so...
Haven't had a wheat bix with him. Mortar still doing some pretty good damage here on the side. 7 kills so far.
How's the cap mortar on the side of Noganno doing? Is that
pretty well
3
too.
kills.
Hey, it has the same icon as the Wehrmacht mortar.
A little bit of work here.
Oh, another nade barrage. Oh no, actually just Stimpo barrage.
Yeah.
Man, there's going to be 2 mortars. And this
This is
mortar would be
brutal.
such an asset for Luvnest. Can he wipe it on retreat, though? Probably not. He has a Maxim.
The Maxim setup,
he'll
he was
get
looking
out.
for Stums, man. If there's another Stum Pioneer squad that actually goes down, Conscripts didn't refocus it though. They did, but it was a little bit late. So the Stum Pioneers will actually survive this one. Maxim could get some good suppression coming in, but the Cons should still lose this engagement. Maxim's going to try and go for the reface.
T-34-85 on the way. I do love this. He's still pretty far off getting his IS-2. So the T-34-85 is going to be such a good deterrent against that Command Panther, which is going to perhaps try and just YOLO down the middle and just one-shot the Katusha and drive out. Do we have any AT grenades? We do indeed. So a very aggressive Panther could actually backfire pretty badly, but Noganno, he may have to go for this aggressive Panther play because he's trying to use a lot of support weapons against now a Katusha, and that's not going to end well for him. Hasn't really done much, though, has this Katusha so far, but sooner or later it will. It's always going to have an impact,
Yeah.
just a matter of how much and when.
Eventually it'll go to kill.
Noganno's
I have faith.
pretty close to his Command Panther. Only 140 VPs left, though.
Doesn't have a lot of time to work with here. I think going for the T-34 is a good choice from Luvnest. You want to continue the pressure if you can. It's not just about saving up for the better tank. It's like, sure, you could have gone for the IS-2 and you would have had the fuel for it by the time he hit the CPs, but he also would have lost about, he would have lost a couple of minutes worth of pressure here that the T-34 can provide and keep bleeding Noganno of those VPs.
Yeah, also, it would have been a bit of a window for Noganno to just snipe that Katusha.
True.
Well, that's the Sturmovik. This is a very powerful ability as well.
Coming down now.
Also behind cover, so it didn't do too much there.
He comes back around. Don't worry. He decides to focus this next run.
Ruketin's there.
Flak's going to be
Oh,
shooting
man.
it down as well. Probably won't last for too much longer if the Flak actually stays set up.
T-34 has been forced away. It's pretty weak.
Yeah, it's going to have to be repaired. Maximum's going to be forced off as well. So at least one VP in the hands of Noganno, but he really needs to get control over the 2. He has to get back onto that central VP.
Might
Could
as
be a
well.
good investment, yeah.
Only one's got engineers as well, so he won't have particularly fast repair speed. Panther's revealed by the radio intercept, so
Katusha
Luvnest.
firing
Oh, actually, he could lose it to the Sturmpyos. That dies very, very
They're gonna
easily,
go for it.
even to small arms fire.
Here we go. What the Katusha actually hit, though? That's the real question.
Ready for the mortar, I think?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
so
gets it.
Gets it. Yeah, Mortar actually taken out. Well, the Command Panther actually go for this one. The T-34 is on about half health.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Katusha obviously has backed away, but
There's
how
no
far?
mines.
Really far. He backed away a long way.
Yeah, he's
Command
actually in the
Panther doesn't see
base,
it.
and there's only one con. It needs to be more than that for the AT grenade to actually be effective.
This is smart. He's actually backing the T-34 away back into his base as well. Going to start the repairs there. Hasn't been finished on the repairs, but in case the Command Panther dived on the Katusha, he has backed away. Yeah, Command Panther, I think, was looking for the repairing T-34 as well up the top. So, revealed, and now Luvnest knows it's out there, and will hopefully find a way to deal with it.
So this is probably the best moment for a turnaround. Until Luvnest gets his IS-2, Noganno should have pretty good control of the map. This game, it could come down to just how much the Katusha wipes. Because if it doesn't wipe anything, I feel like Noganno's actually in a really solid spot right now. The Command Panther's going to have better engagements against the T-34-85. There's 2 mortars on the side of Noganno. Cloaked Raketins can actually ambush that T-34 pretty easily.
Yeah, look, I agree with you there, Machine. It's a nice composition. Luvnest is getting a lot closer to his IS-2, though. This has to be the moment. I'd like to see that Command Panther go for the Katusha. Such a hard decision to make, though. It's not like you can just dive into the base sector, especially when you've had such little map control. You've got to assume there are mines absolutely everywhere.
Yeah,
If you're not supported by the Stum Pioneer squad, it's hard.
against a player like Luvnest, you have to assume mines, especially if they go for a Katusha or a Stuka or some very defensive rocket artillery. And that being said, though, like there actually isn't mines from Luvnest, which is maybe a little disappointing, especially given his abundance of munitions. Apart from, what, this one? They're still there.
Maybe you can get to a certain level of play where, like, pros in some games you just don't even have to build mines anymore because your opponent always assumes there are going to be mines there. So
It's actually a pretty clever placement when you think about it,
is,
because
yeah.
by putting it below, it means that it won't hit like a squad on retreat, and that it'll just stay there as an anti-tank mine, which is generally a much better use of the mines, unless you manage to get a squad wipe with it, which you kind of rarely do on retreat.
Yeah.
And then having that AT mine can be a game changer in the late game. If a Command Panther hits that mine and there's an IS-2 nearby,
Follow up.
it's going to be nuts. So all VPs are actually back in the hand of Noganno for now. Pretty impressive. Luvnest getting very close to the IS-2.
Yeah, looking to our VPs. 413 for Luvnest, 100 for Noganno. Definitely slowed the drain machine. He was on it pretty fast. And only falling to 100 is definitely good play. Panther playing fairly defensively still. Doesn't want to get caught out by kind of Zis's AT grenades, or it's possibly going to be an IS-2 soon.
So Noganno
Goes
goes
down.
for his mechanized. I feel like it's because he wants to go for a Stuka. Why else would he go for the mechanized? Sturmovic actually wipes the Raketten. Let's see if the Zis follows it up and destroys that. Though having the forward reinforce is definitely handy. Katusha barrage coming through.
Forward repairs, yeah.
For your forward repairs,
Yeah.
I don't know what I said, but it probably wasn't correct.
Oh, yeah. Mortar goes down with the last barrage. I was going to say it'd be a little bit awkward if Katusha didn't find it. So Katusha has wiped the mortar twice now. Panther looks like it's looking for it as well. Panther's going in, but it's going to be running into an IS-2.
Oh, here we go.
T-34, that's not where the Panther wants to be.
T-34 on the flank, the radar fires really high. Command Panther bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. Luvnest perhaps not being quite as responsive as he should have been.
It doesn't even go in with the T-34, that's really odd.
Lets it crawl away, but either way. Luvnest now looking incredibly strong. He has his Katusha, T-34, and an IS-2. What more does he need? And he's wiped a couple of weapons here. Raketten's down, Mortar's down. Yeah, not following that one up is perhaps a big misplay, allowing Noganno to survive. And that Command Panther, if that unit goes down, that is Noganno out of this game.
Completely.
He can't deal with these tanks without the Command Panther.
That's a nice mine spot as well from Luvnest. Puts it in the top. I think he's managed to sneak that one through. Yeah, it's down. The always going for another one as well. This is sneaky. While he has the map control, he knows he's 4 squads off, going for these what look like quite deep mines right on the edge of this battle.
Get revealed now, though. Yeah, here we go. That's definitely revealed.
Oh,
Could blow it up.
Doesn't need a Panther shot there. Oh, yeah, he goes for it. Gonna try and blow this one up with the Panther.
So that forward one's they're both revealed now.
Yeah, Storm Pioneer squad comes in. Noganno really on point with this mine sweeping.
I feel like the reason why Luvnest didn't commit to that is because he had a massive VP lead. In general, like, why would you play so aggressive and make a kind of a risky play when you're just going to win naturally to VPs and your composition? So I think, say, if Luvnest was behind in VPs, you would see him go for that play.
Yeah.
Was that wiped again? Yeah, it was.
Probably,
it was wiped
yeah.
again.
Mortars have gone down twice, or King goes down as well. Ooh, Flacco just takes a shot there. T-34 might move to finish that one off, potentially. No, it just goes down to the Sis.
Nice attack
Straight
ground.
out. It was, yeah. Actually hitting Veteran C3.
Triple cap now.
One. Triple cap is down. Not really sure what Noganno can do here. We've seen this. We've seen Luvnest against this Command Panther. The Command Panther just can't be everywhere at once. There's only one squad of Storm Pioneers for the repairs because of the wipes that we've seen earlier. He hasn't had a chance to build up his Storm Pioneer count, so he's just playing it around this tier 2, which is up the top.
And it's not exactly a fast repair, though.
No. It doesn't really compare at all to a Storm Pioneer squad.
We are now down to 25 points.
25
this
points.
is game
yeah,
over
this is
here.
pretty much game over.
Luvnest, he has all the VPs secured. This middle one will be murdered by this Maxim.
I believe in the pin. I believe in a thing called pin machine. Nice squad wipe as well. And there's a surrender coming in from Noganno.
Well done.
Yeah, the early Storm Pioneer wipe actually really affected Noganno.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
hard.
I was so surprised how well Noganno came back into that game. Like, he actually could have won that. Like, he had a pretty decent chance in the mid game. He was still obviously behind the entire time. I feel like a lot of that was due to Luvnest delaying his T70 by a lot. It was, what was it, like 70 fuel delayed?
100 fuel, man.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was like 100 fuel. Yeah.
Still, Luvnest,
Pretty sure.
you know, he held on, but of course, Noganno taking the mortars and the Maxim, that's what put Noganno back in the game. Wasn't enough though, as in part due to the Katusha. That Katusha was a great choice.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that.
Definitely.
So that's going to mean we will move on to our second match between Mr. Luvnest and Mr. Noganno. Other than that, we are now in our game. This is game number 2 of the semis. Noganno as our Soviets and Luvnest as our Wehrmacht.
Hype for this game machine.
Hype for every game,
Hype
dude.
hype for all the games. This has been a very, very fun tournament so far. EU is great. I'm enjoying
You
EU
know what? Like,
so far.
you EU guys, I can dig it.
We can respect it.
I
Yeah,
respect
I'm
your
down.
jazz.
Keep
it up.
We're no master races here at we don't have a preference. We feel you, EU. We feel you.
And there's still about 2 hours before NA starts. So that'll be done by Tightrope, and I hope you guys do check out Tightrope's stream of that. So long as it's not like a crazy time. Like, I know most of you are European, obviously, so it can be a bit late depending on how long it goes for.
I'm sure it'll be very hype.
I wonder who he's co-casting with.
Not sure. No, we'll have to check up with him, see how he is.
Because I'm
Man,
pretty
if you could ball through the whole thing solo
Yeah.
casting, I'm pretty sure you'd get a medal.
Exactly. We struggle to cast all of this ESL Cup with 2 of us. You know, solo casting all of ESL, like, just could not even imagine.
Wouldn't recommend.
To be fair, we talk a lot, though, and we get pretty damn hype. Like, that's our problem. We're too hype, you know?
we
if
can
we were
stand
more...
to turn the hype down. You think?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should,
if
or-
we were more
Yeah.
gentle and mellow, we wouldn't quite have this problem. So, damn it, Blake, stop being enthused for casting.
I apologize, machine. I'll work on it. I'll get back to you. But for the moment,
Let
I'm
me
hype.
know.
I'm hyping a half.
Alright, that's good. I can deal with that.
So standard opening here from Luvnest does go for that early MG42, gets control of the garrison on the munitions. This is pretty much the same way we see the Kolodny early game just playing out. This
Double
is,
flamer.
this
Sorry.
is just what happens.
See, I have
Double
a
NG.
problem where I see one thing and I associate it with another. Like I see a tier 2 being built and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Maxims.
Maxims.
Double engineer. Oh yeah, Flamer. So, but most likely it will be Minesweeper and Flamer to have that combination between, you know, garrison clearing, sweeping mines. Not much more you can say about that. MG a nice spot actually. So the reason
Nice,
why
that was
I
cool.
like this MG placement is because I'm sure we all know about the garrison clear. Like, you can check if there's units inside of it. If you get a squad, you right click on the garrison. If it flashes red, your opponent's in the house. You know that. You can tell through fog of war. It's kind of stupid, but it's in the game. Whereas if the MG is out in the open, Noganno will think that the MG is actually not there. It's
Yeah.
somewhere else. So he'll go for the house and then get suppressed and then have to retreat. So those mind games, man, those mind games are pretty next level.
It's pretty great. I enjoyed your it's Grenadier squad though. Someone's gonna need a medic bunker, man.
Oh,
Well,
that guy sure does.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
catches on fire,
With
runs
that
away.
guy.
That's probably more brutal than actually dropping models, dropping that much health, because it means you can't use the Gren squad until you get a medic bunker out in the field. Pretty much, it's like essentially a wipe that only counts for the next 2 minutes while there's no medic bunker on the side of Luvnest.
Yeah, that's brutal. For no matter like what faction you are, having squads that low. The worst I think is Sturm
Can't
Pioneers.
use them.
It's like you have Sturm Pioneers with that much health, and you're like, well, I can't attack things. At least you can just place mines down and stuff. But and it's gonna happen again. Oh,
wow.
man, Luvnest Turbo needs medics.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh well, it's good. He can afford it though. It's not a big deal.
he has
Why
the
is he
munis.
not building the bunker?
Yeah,
Look at your squads,
wow.
my friend.
He
You,
needs
you
a
need
med-
bunker.
He goes for his tier
Wow.
2.
He can
build both.
He'll better with this Gren squad. So
Yeah, he can build both.
I have faith. I have faith in Luvnest and his ability to see how those squads are. Those are
Brutal,
brutal.
man.
These model
what?
drops. Ah.
And maybe he doesn't care.
hurts.
Like, he has a lot of manpower. That the bleed, it doesn't seem to be a problem for him. But
It starts to add up.
Noganno taking a great lead, and I feel like this Flamer NG is like the entire reason why.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Now we see a Maxim and a Mortar, so Noganno is going to start getting pretty good hold of the map.
Denies the cap as well. And I'm pretty sure he wired off his own retreat path. He's at Luvnest. Oh, no, he didn't. Maybe not. Maybe the wire's... Yeah, the wire's down. Yeah, that's what I mean. He went to walk away from the Maxim through the wire, but he realized he'd already wired that off. So, oops. My bad. MG starts firing. So what I want to see is, yeah, this is a good flank. If he actually... Oh, he might not commit. I was going to say, with this Grenadier squad here, what he could have done is drawn the MG42 Spire and then moved in with these two squads. It's actually exactly what he's doing now. Moves in with the combat engineers. He should also get a merge off as well, probably now from the
oh, he's suppressed.
Stop losing the squad.
Oh, man. That could be a dead engineer.
No merge.
Oh, loses it.
Huge misplay.
I mean, even then, there was only like one model to be merged, and he got suppressed. Like maybe the concept should have flanked up first to like force the MG out. But either way, it's hard to use engineers or any squad when they're that low on health.
Yeah.
Man.
I saw what he was thinking there. Noganno had that play set up for about the last 30 seconds or so. And he was ready to go for it. And then he saw the two Grenadier squads and then decided to still go for the engagement. It would have worked if it was just the MG42, but it was also two squads of Grenadiers firing at the combat engineers.
Look at these cons. They're going to have to retreat through two Grens.
They're going to Ura to a better retreat.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to go down south. Pretty smart play, actually, but doesn't quite connect through in the end. Gren's are here. Luvnest. Will he capitalize on this one? Going for the cutoff. He really should, but there's actually negative cover there as well. This could definitely be another wipe. One model left. Grenz will get that one. No problems at all. And they secure that cutoff. So a pretty big swing for Luvnest. Looking strong. The man without medics. Undeterred.
No worries, man. What's that? All my squads are on half health. That's fine. I'll just get the map control.
And I'll just wipe two squads. That's fine.
How do you do that? Oh, no worries, man. Too easy. Wipe squads for days and deny the... What is up with these squads in low health?
That was good wire,
Insane.
though. That denied Luvnest using the Grens behind that cover. 222 is here. AT grenades are going to be available.
Oh, that's negative cover now. The truck got destroyed. Also forced out another combat engineer squad. Obviously, you're going to need the sweeper in addition to that rebuilt flamer.
If you're looking at the 222 effectiveness from a pure fuel count, it literally costs more fuel to tech AT grenades than it does to build the 222. Such a crazy effective unit as far as fuel cost is concerned. Say you build a Ziscon, it's more manpower than a 222. If you build a Ziscon and AT grenades, that's like more fuel, double the manpower to counter a 222. Still, the AT grenades obviously do scale well into the late game, as does, of course, the Ziscon, but it has a strong impact early game.
They have additional uses, so... Good pressure getting put on by the 52 here. Luvnest is playing quite well.
Going for a pack gun now, expecting a tank of some kind. No tier 3, actually, from Noganno, so we said the same thing about Luvnest last game, but Noganno really not going for a quick tier 3. I wonder why that is. He needs one pretty fast against this 222.
Especially on squads that are that low. Can you imagine the field day the T70 would have had? I mean, ridiculous. Yeah, okay, so he's building it now. Again, late. Oh, it's going to be as late as Luvnest's T70 was. Probably a little bit later, in fact. If he decides to go for a T70, maybe he goes for something else instead. See, Luvnest was on 100 fuel when the T70 actually came out.
Yeah, it'll probably be similar, if not more, for Noganno.
Yeah, Noganno more.
The mortar here, though, is going to be doing some nice work, so long as it doesn't get taken out by a rifle nade. Do we have medics for Noganno? No medics yet, and his squads are getting a bit low, at least these conscripts are.
222 is also going to start some of the health shred as well. They've always been good at that. Not necessarily about dropping models, but contributing to the engagement. Oh, smart play. Nice attempt there from Luvnest. Tried to get the nade over the wall there. Rifle nade. Unsuccessful. Does this will force off the 222 as well? Some repairs coming out on that one.
Is he going for a nade here? Nade's on cooldown.
Wow, went for the point blank. Point blank. That's weird. Is this barrage? It's odd. Maybe on the retreat path?
There's plenty of munitions, so it doesn't really matter either way.
Yeah. I think what he forced there is the Grenadiers to actually come in on the Zis and probably I don't know, I guess commit to one side of the church so the Maxim can get the suppression down. At least force the Gren squad to retreat. It's nice.
Ow.
Ouch.
That's a mortar from Luvnest. So Luvnest is getting pretty far behind in VP. He's 350 to his name. He actually has more units on the field, but now he's going to have a bit of a problem with this T70. There's a pack. 222's decent now against the 2 T70.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting repaired up. It contributes in the sense that it keeps the T70 busy. And, you know, with the combination of that and the pack has the potential to actually... does have the potential to kill it, but it's
Oh, whoa.
Wow, that... Rest in peace. This is, this could turn. This could definitely turn, Machine. It's going to be the cap up here. The Gren's going to be grabbing the Maxim. Since we don't get an unfortunate mortar shot landing. And we get a cap here. That's going to be really nice for Luvnest.
Yeah, taking that Maxim is going to be fantastic, leaving in one of these houses just as a stationary deterrent.
So this kind
Oh,
of
I could even kill this one.
This is where the 222 can go in, but it's quite low.
And
so
there's Zisco's here as well, actually. He kills it to the pack. Yeah, the pack kills it.
Used the 222 to keep the vision and made sure the pack didn't have to go for an attack around there. So that was quite nice. And definitely a nice trade in favour of Luvnest there.
Also with the 222, is it means the difference between if the T70 hits the crew repair, it'll still kill it with 2 pack shots.
Yeah, that was brutal. Big turn in the favour of Luvnest here. Takes out the T70. Oh,
the flamer detonates!
What? But that doesn't happen anymore, Machine.
No, it does. It's just only when there's a single model.
Yeah.
Loses the flamer.
Pretty rare.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
not too bad. Noganno has plenty of munitions left over, so he shouldn't be too concerned.
Oh, the other combat engineer squad's really low.
Lucky he didn't lose the flamer.
What's
Oh,
that?
wow, look at this.
Could go down. Or it lives. I think it lives.
Unless, like, one of those pack crew members just balled out. Does that guy have a MP40? Yeah, he could, like, maybe killed him. T70 is being rebuilt. Luvnest, I think we'll just see him go for his command tank. Like, he doesn't need to go for a Puma.
No, he doesn't. And that's the best thing for a Verma. It's like, man, I don't have to reactively go for a Puma.
I can have
This
good
is a
late game
fantastic
now.
game.
Yay.
Yay.
Unless Luvnest is super
Oh,
confident.
Wow, Noganno second T70. That's bold. This has to work. If this doesn't work, Noganno could be out of this game.
Wait, is that a lot of Soviet mines there?
Yeah.
What?
How did the
Wow.
pack not hit one of those? The pack doesn't know what a kind of dangerous position that he's in. That's brutal positioning. It's right on the strap point as well. That
Oh,
mortar
what
could
was
definitely
that?
Go down. Combination between mortars and the shots coming up from the Friends. Gets the foul stop as well. Just going to go for the retreat. Oh, he's going to get the wipe here. Another flamer! No, the detonations are real. That's 3 flamers lost for Noganno. 2 combat engineer squads. Oh, Noganno. It's not looking great.
Yeah, Mirage Class joined. It means we now have expert stat analysis and feedback.
Note, the flame explosion doesn't crit. It's the dot from the explosion that kills. So if you're retreating, you can survive.
The more you know, folks.
The more you know.
The more
Mirage
you
Flag
folks.
gifting us with his huge knowledge base.
So, Luvnest now, has he gone for his Battle Phase 3? Battle Phase 2, he actually is going for it
Okay.
now. So in that case, he's probably going to go for, I would say, a P4 and then go in for a Tiger. That's like the best situation for him, is to have that Tiger in the late game.
It's ideal for Wehrmacht as well. You get the tier 3 down, get the P4, put some pressure. Straight into the Tiger. Oh, could be a wipe here. Was that the Maxim? It's the Maxim, yeah.
Only 4 squads
And
left.
5 squads down. You mean 3 squads, dude. You mean...
Well,
I'm not even gonna...
almost.
Like I didn't give it the German
I mean,
guarantee.
do you
Could've been
consider
bad.
there's just gonna a squad? Like, it technically is. It's just a squad of a AT gun. I guess I should have for
Still some mortar.
infantry. Yeah, it takes the mortar, but will he retreat? Probably not with a T70
Probably
on his
lose it,
door.
Yeah.
Could even lose a Gren squad for his troubles.
T70 actually tries to go for the Grenadier squad. It's probably going to cost him this wipe. Oh, no, maybe not. No, nice damage from the T70. I think the Flamer's got the score quite low, and the AoE took out a couple of models there, so nice play with the T70.
It's a shame, otherwise Luvnest would have had 3 mortars. Nice, nice Faust. And a pack shot as well on the
Pack
side.
shot.
He's behind the church though.
Gonna have to retreat the Grenadiers.
2 mortar shells could probably kill this.
Yep. Oh, that one didn't hit. Pack refaces. Does he get the shot? Is he going to go for the attack round?
Oh, close.
Misses just. Unfortunate. Would have got it as well. There wasn't enough repairs down on that T70 to warrant the pack shot actually being survived. So at least Noganno has this T70 still alive. Has one squad. He went for another flamer. Not even. Screw sweepers, man. Screw sweepers. He's had such luck with flamers this game. Might as well stick with it.
The flamers have been pretty good, despite them blowing up in his face twice.
Can you imagine being that come engineer squad? It's like, but sir, the last one blew up.
Twice. Well, the other one died, I guess. But yeah, so Noganno locking in his shock rifle front line. He went for shocks.
Wow. Okay. Against a couple of MGs here in the mortars as well. He does need squads. That's definitely a point to make. So maybe he sends the shocks off to the side, potentially. Looks for some good caps. Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking?
I don't really see Noganno coming back from this. Like,
it's looking pretty over.
Because, I mean, maybe if he goes for KVA.
I even got the mortar. Insult to hashtag injury machine.
A KVA could work here. He has 2 Zis guns for support. Currently, there isn't really any AT, so it could definitely work, but he's far off. He doesn't really have any income at the moment. And Luvnest is going to have his... Oh, he's going for a Panther, actually.
Oh, okay, nice. That's cool. He's really far ahead. That's actually a pretty smart move. Oh,
Loses his
Gren gets
squad.
wiped. There we go. Nice stuff from Noganno. He definitely needed something in his favour. He might even lose this MG as well.
Oh, man.
It's MG42. He loses the MG42. Here we go.
Maxim scrub.
Yeah, what?
It's a Maxim.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
It's a Maxim. I'm really disappointed now. Oh, this is a bad idea. You might
Rifle
lose
nade?
it. Sure, rifle naded.
No rifle nade. Still, he may lose it
Survive
anyway.
it, yeah.
The D crew here. And a mortar... Oh, no. Yeah. Maybe could have survived that one. Oh, still. Yeah, no rifle nade there. Oh, he was on cooldown, sorry. He was on cooldown. There we
Okay.
go.
That'd be
I
why.
don't know where that was, but not having the option to... I mean, Luvnest isn't the kind of player that would forget to use a rifle nade. But all of a sudden, look at the squads now, Luvnest. He lost a Gren, a Maxim. That's actually now putting Noganno in a decent spot. Goes for a Puma now?
What?
Well...
You're kidding me.
Well, he's going to have his
Come
Panther
on,
anyway,
man.
so like,
Okay,
why does it
that's fair
matter?
enough.
He's going to have his Panther. He's going to have Panzer Tactician. He's
he's
going to have a
not.
command tank.
He's not, though. Well, he still has to build the tech building in addition to building the Panther. I mean, it's not like he has enough fuel for it at the moment.
But what's the
yeah.
rush for the Panther? Like, why does he
Yeah.
need a Panther right now? Oh, he hit a mine. Was it the... Oh, wow!
The turn, if this Puma goes down, I don't know if
The
the
T70
can
will
get this
kill it.
shot.
Oh,
It's
man.
away, though.
Oh, this is bad for
I think
Luvnest.
he knows where it's going. Oh, this is know where it's going. I don't know if they can get vision, though. No, the shocks get vision. The shocks have vision. The T70 is going to dive, man.
Still has
The T70
smoke.
dived.
But it probably is futile at this
I don't think
stage.
he won't be able to get it. He might be able to get with the shocks.
Handgun destroyed.
Handgun destroyed with the shocks.
Actually, he could even survive this. This gun's a little bit too slow to come
yeah,
back.
He's going to get out of there.
Oh, close. The shocks almost killed it as well.
The shocks, I think, could have taken it. With a nade, maybe? I mean, I don't know. They got the main gun destroyed on it. I'm sure that was the shocks, so...
And a command Panzer IV. Maybe he wants to go for Panzerwert. That's probably why. He'll go Panzerwert rather than a Panther.
Okay. Yeah, and the command tank and the Puma combined with the pack is going to give it a lot of safety for the Panzerwerfer, so yeah.
But now this leaves him open to the KVA
KVA.
and the IS-2. So actually, this is a pretty big swing.
Just Noganno back in the game, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the VPs are pretty on point here for both of our players. Just about 300 each. So this, once again, is turning into a pretty close match. Noganno, we thought he was out, just like in our first game, but managing to come back in. The Command P4 driving past the Zis guns. Wasn't any vision, it would seem, though, just hitting last minute.
The most YOLO command tank.
So preservation of these Zis guns is going to be imperative here.
And no shock bleeding as well. We're not going to allow that here. Generals don't appreciate shock bleeding.
Right now, this is a lot of Ziscon bleed. How about Ziscon
Yeah.
bleed? Do you tolerate that as well?
Well, not so much Machine, but it's a bit cheaper than Shock Bleed, which is a plus.
Oh man,
Drops the Zis for no real reason, having them that far forward.
it's just that Grenadier with the LMG just did lots of damage, especially with the help of what 3 mortars.
Yeah.
I think only 2 of them were firing at the time, but those mortars are going to be rendering those Zis guns pretty useless.
Yeah, it's perfect. Noganno having given away 2 of those to Luvnest. He's got to be real happy about that. Hasn't even rebuilt one himself. Doesn't have a great unit composition, at least at the moment. Straight into IS2 machine him. It's got to be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, why would he go KV8 at this stage? Now that he's lost his Zis gun.
Yeah.
That being said, though, the wow, was that a Puma that got a shot?
Pretty sure it was, yeah.
Man, anyway, yeah, the IS2 he needs the AT. The KV8 it could have worked, but I didn't quite realize it. Again, there were 3 mortars. Those mortars will just completely decrew those Zis guns and just. The AT guns probably would be futile at this stage, but an IS2, I can see this working pretty effectively here. A Command P4, Puma, a single pack. It's a good time for the IS2.
I think we saw a squad wipe at the top as well on that VP. How will we saw go down?
There's only 1 con squad left, so it
Might have been a
must have been this crawling
Yeah.
conscript squad.
We saw the command before hit the command tank actually hit a mine there. There was no follow-up on the side of Noganno. Nothing you could really put into that. Luvnest, I think he's got his tier building as well, so he's approaching Panzerwerfer stage. Yeah, he's going for the heavy Panzer core now.
This gun's recaptured.
This is nice. Good stuff from Noganno. Make sure you don't give away those support weapons. You're already giving away 2. 3 would be pushing it, I think.
So this is an MG42.
Not a Maxim, or
Yeah, no.
promise?
And there's a Soviet mortar. So the Maxim was captured
Two
back,
Soviet
wasn't it?
mortars.
Yeah.
2 Soviet mortars.
No, it's not. 34, 34, 82. Look at the icons.
Yeah, that's odd. I could have sworn he capped 2.
He had a Maxim, which he lost.
Yeah, I could have sworn he capped 2. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making things up in my head. Must be a second one. Yeah, I could have sworn he capped the second one, but I'm clearly wrong, and that's okay.
Unless it was destroyed or something, but
Yeah,
whatever.
possible. Smoke's off anyway from the shocks. Going to be approaching that pack. Smoke didn't really work either. He tried to throw it over the garrison, but it didn't really work. Kind of collided with the garrison. Did provide the cover.
Where's the
from
Puma?
MG42.
Oh, didn't get Fausted? Oh, okay.
Back to safety.
Okay, that's an incendiary.
Yeah. Forces up all these mortars. The retreats are in time though. The mortars should be fine.
This Command P4 buff is really strong. Giving that extra health makes a big difference. Like, I don't know what's better, Tiger or Command P4 plus Panther. Tiger's probably better against infantry, but that's obviously the best late game, like anti-tank comp, is basically the unkillable Panther with the health buff. Oh, actually, the nade comes through. This gun as well as here. Has to use the smoke.
She's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he should be okay here, but
Even
his
though
Flamer
check
doing
round.
some great damage. The clumped up Vet 3 rifle Grenadiers with the LMG,
They actually fire a rifle nade off.
despite the animation not showing it.
Yeah, the Grenadiers actually get away from this one, as does
Uh-oh.
the MP4. The IS-2 might actually be able to follow this one up. It would be diving pretty deep if it did that, though. It's only just arrived on the field. T-70 gets caught at the bottom, though. Locked in by Faust, and the Puma's there to finish it off. Noganno losing that one means he loses the pressure on a couple of VPs.
I think the IS-2's going for the Command P4. The pack is set up, well, it's about to be set up. It's facing the right direction at least, there we go. Doesn't have vision. Puma actually scouts for it. Target weak point comes through
But it's not in
from...
front of the pack. Is it?
No,
With the arc?
he
No,
just
it's
managed
outside
to
of the arc.
avoid it. The Command P4, it isn't even being healed here.
IS-2 can't decide what it wants to fire at.
Keeps it away, and that's important
Back
because
away.
now the Command P4 can be rebuilt.
Could have taken,
healed.
could have taken a lot of damage there if it actually got the stun within the arc of the pack.
Yeah.
Would have taken at least 2 pack shots as well as damage from the Puma.
Puma damage against an IS-2,
Yeah, man. Big damage. Big deflection damage.
which is 0.
Which is 0, yes.
Unless you're Piat, so then there's high
Uh,
deflection damage.
So trying to force off this MG now.
Can't even afford the pintle. It's the worst feeling. When you're that
It's so
started
low
to
on munitions, you can't afford a pintle.
yeah.
You know it's a close game when that happens.
So Luvnest probably going for a Panther now that the IS-2 has arrived. Oh, actually easy though, because he has 2 packs. I don't know.
Yeah, if you can get the repairs down the command tank to Puma, I don't know. The Puma's not really going to exactly consistently penetrate the IS-2, so
No.
yeah. Hard to say, Machine. It's hard to say. I mean, it'd be nice to have it, but I mean, Noganno just has no squads. His squads shouldn't be shouldn't make him let him have this much map control. Yeah, the nade actually comes through onto this Puma.
Oh, Panzerwerfer it is. Yeah, I think with 2 packs and the command P4, it's probably enough. And then he can take out those Zis guns very easily. Oh, does he lose the Puma? No, it barely
Stays
survives.
alive. Pop smoke just in case as well. Zis starts moving as well. Doesn't actually get the last shot off. Shouldn't be translating was the word I was looking for. Shouldn't be translating into this much map control. He's really low on squads. Only the really 3 combat squads, like the Shocks, the Cons, and a squad of combat engineers with the Flamer.
These Shocks are actually doing pretty well. We only have 1 squad of Grens left. So there really isn't that much infantry. This is a lot of support weapons, and that's where the Shocks shine.
It's because the Maxim actually went down there. Less MGs against the Shocks is fantastic. Able to work without the mortars firing on it as well. Really has been moving where the mortars aren't. There's still a lot of bleed coming through with Noganno, which is quite important.
I wonder if the Panzerwerfer is overkill though, because again he has 3 mortars. Does he really need a Panzerwerfer as well? Like
It's a lot of indirect fire.
He could have also maybe even gone for a Brumbar. The Brumbar,
Brumbar would have been awesome actually. Yeah,
like
you're right.
it's not going to really do much against the ISU, but it can stun it. You get a pretty high chance to stun that, which allows the packs to do some good work. It's able to just wipe infantry and force infantry away. It can even wipe Zis guns. It's a nice unit. You don't want to rely on it, but it's a nice kind of support unit. You know, you use it in conjunction with other stuff, and he has a lot of other stuff. So
yeah, I was thinking like the stun chain would be awesome in conjunction with having the Pumas and the packs there. Could really get some work done on that IS-2. If not killing it, at least forcing it off, getting it low enough to force the repairs.
And I just love the Brumbar. It's such a cool unit. Like even if it isn't the best choice, I just love seeing it because it's a Brumbar. You know.
I feel you, man. I feel you. I definitely do.
Did he cancel? He cancelled his Panzerwerfer, actually. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would have been overkill. With 3 mortars, well, what's the point?
He probably realised that after he had a look at his board and was like, oh yeah, 3 mortars, that'll probably do me.
And the threat is this IS-2. This is the weak link.
That's a big problem.
Like, the packs are good, but at the same time, you know, they can get flanked, they can get incendiaried. We saw, I think, an Ostrupen go down. Well, we heard an Ostrupen go down. Yeah.
I'll jump the top there, thanks to the deep mines down Noganno. DP mines really playing into this. Sharks are just trying to force the mortars off here. Doing a pretty good job of doing that. They might actually get a wipe.
If he nades it, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, doesn't even need to wipe it.
Yeah.
Let's see if he actually steals it. No, he's probably not going to be able to underneath that P4.
Towards our VPs now. 258 for Luvnest, 230 for Noganno. So Luvnest still in the lead and holding the middle and top VPs now.
Oh, these mortars.
Yeah, they're getting forced off and wiped here. This is pretty brutal.
Still no Panther on the field. I feel like that this Panther and the Puma and Command P4 mix was risky. Because it just left him so open to this IS-2 play. It'll probably pay off though. If you can keep them both alive and get the Panther, then that is just a great spot to be at. But Noganno's been playing so well at holding on when he's...
Was this barrage?
Oh wow, look at that.
There's the bait.
Oh.
Oh, he did it really quickly, so it might not be perfect, but it should get something
Oh
here.
man.
That could have been brutal.
Oh, nice scatter.
Nice.
Nice try there by Noganno.
Yeah.
Like I think anyone
heavy
would have gone for that
barrage
Zis
bait.
barrage.
I just saw it. That's the first thing that popped into my head was this barrage. This barrage, man. Don't you be using those 2 packs that close together.
And a Panther's being built. As for Noganno, look at his tech. What has he gone for? I mean, he could even go for his own Katusha. He isn't that far off.
I think that Luvnest could just play on 2 VPs here.
Yeah, maybe Noganno will also go for a KV8. He has a bit of options. He has a lot of fuel banked up.
Luvnest can just sit on kind of middle VP and top VP. He has the mortars around the middle. Can kind of put everything. It can leave the Panther on 1 VP. Have the Puma, the command tank, and Pax on the other VP. Has a few squads. The MG42, having that's going to be really nice for holding a VP as well. Just camping on 2 VPs is probably the best move for him at the moment.
The mortar still on the ground does need to be captured because Noganno could actually go for it now. I mean, shocks aren't ideal to capture, but taking this mortar away would be a great move by Noganno. Going to be flanking this MG, it would seem.
Ooh, this could be brutal. This could be a wipe here as well. If he doesn't see it, if Luvnest doesn't see this flank, it could be a wipe.
KV8. Now, at the same time, Noganno can kind of play 2 VPs here.
Yeah, he can now. Noganno can definitely play 2 VPs, and it makes it harder for Luvnest to play 2 because this KV8 can kind of just roll on in and start mucking with the borders.
Or the Faust maybe from the Grens. Let's see if he can actually connect it here.
Panther tries to come out. Bounced, yeah.
Shocks are still there.
Unsuccessful.
Oh, and the mortar's recaptured by Luvnest now.
I'm not sure if the shocks were waiting for an ambush there or what the situation was for something.
Oh, going for Pax maybe?
Maybe. He's going pretty deep if he is. See if he pushes well. Yeah, I don't know. Might be going for the Pax here. If he goes for the Pax, it might allow the IS-2 to actually push up here through the middle. If he starts with the Pax.
Man, his IS-2 is bouncing these Pax shots.
What are these shocks doing? I don't really understand why they're not going in.
I don't know. I think maybe he was just microing somewhere else, but either way, Shocks can wipe this mortar again in the exact same spot. I haven't seen Shocks work this well throughout the entirety of ESL. Nice to see a player actually able to use them.
Consolidation prize here for Noganno. Command Panther taking some shots from the side on this IS-2. There's no real backup. There's not the packs in the area.
That frontal armor is so huge.
This is turned around for Noganno. It's looking good, man.
Yeah, not too bad. 2 squads of NGs, both of which vetted, so the repairs are going to be pretty decent here. Actually, oh, gets pinned by the Maxim, so no Faust follow-up on that KV8.
2 Panther shots, though. We'll see if the Panther goes any deeper with this one. It's actually chasing. I doubt it'll go any further, though. The risk of mines is a little bit too high. 3 penetration shots in a row. Luvnest still with the VP lead here. 230 against the 211 of Noganno. A very close second match.
This is a close game.
I can't call it.
Yeah, I don't know.
S-mines for the stall could be a good idea for Luvnest, but I don't think Noganno would be going for caps with individual squads. It's more about moving these KV8s and the IS-2s in. Repairs could start to be a problem here for Noganno. He only has the 2 squads of engineers.
Heaps, though. And they're vetted.
Yeah. Where are the sweepers at, though?
Yeah, that's true. There's no sweepers.
I mean, with the IS-2 and the KV8 as well, it can take some time to repair both of them. If they start getting chunked down by the Pax and the Panther, they can take a fair bit of damage.
Like, at the same time, though, you don't want to really go for a 3rd engineer squad because then, look at his pop cap.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you don't want to over-invest in repairs because he still has a lot of support weapons, too.
Having the vetted squad is really important, so...
Luvnest securing himself a triple cap. His middle is just so well defended.
There we go. The S-mines aren't going to last long at all.
But at least it draws the IS-2 out, so it can start to get hit by the packs. So I think that's smart. The S-mines are definitely going to be abusing the lack of minesweepers on the side of Noganno.
Well spread out army.
Oh, shock flank here on this MG.
That's going to be a wipe.
Where's where he nades?
Oh, good retreat though. That's possible. Yeah, where's the nade going to come through?
Oh,
and they split as well. Wow, the crew splits.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
The crew didn't exactly have the best choice of retreat path there.
It was a really fast retreat though from Luvnest.
Yeah, it was instant.
That was instant retreat. Lucky. Yeah, regular players could definitely have lost something there. So Panther going to follow it up. Gets the shot off here. And at the same time, perfectly timed there from Luvnest. I don't think it's going to matter though. These squads are going to be forced off. The Panther doesn't have enough support, and there's a Maxim there in conjunction with the Sis gun, but that was very well timed.
Yeah, Noganno fully committed to that South VP. Looking at Luvnest, Is he gonna go double Panther? He could probably do it. I think it's
do it
pop
if he
cap
wanted
though.
to,
Yeah, like
Or he just float up the fuel for another Panther. He's going Panzer Weapon because he has the pop cap for that.
yeah. I don't know. Like I actually don't even know what the best choice is because the
Panzer Weapon
Panzer.
can like stall out a VP by wiping squads that are capping.
Yeah,
as
you can
well,
wipe
so,
squads,
yeah.
wipe the Maxim, wipe the Zis.
I like Panzer Weapon. It's cool. It's cool.
And the
They've
two
been-
mortars are great, but they're only on one VP here. So I think that's his plan, perhaps, is to leave the mortars on this middle VP and then use the Panzerwerfer to kind of wipe the Maxim and the Zis guns around the north and the south VP. So this is just so much strategy, man. It's just like
So in depth.
what do players go for, what do they tech, what do they build. There's so much choices, and this is why I love the matchup. I think Wehrmacht versus Soviets, it has the most options and the most variation in terms of your teching. So I do always love casting this matchup. It's probably my favorite matchup. If you have those late game scenarios, it's just so interesting in terms of what the players go for and how they use them.
Great. Noganno's going to have access to the Incendiary as well. That can be pretty crucial during these engagements to force off these packs if they're in really nice positions against the ISO when he tries to go for a VP. There are still S-mines on that central VP as well. Big commitment up the top here from
Ooh.
Luvnest. Huge commitment. He's rolling everything up here.
Better not be any Soviet mines here. Looks like there isn't any for now. IS-2 moving up. Noganno, he knows what's up. He sees a big rotation. Actually will snipe this Maxim down.
This is cool. See, yeah, I don't even know if I agree with Noganno going up here. I'll be honest. I think he's
Here we go.
committed to the middle, but he gets a nice couple of shots on this man-pad. They're going to be forcing it off. At least the tank's going to be backing away from this.
IS-2
VP.
going in for it here. Will fire a shot on this
Shot
command P4. Pack gun's not really able to contribute here because of that house in the way. This gun is there as well. This could be the battle that we're looking forward to here. KV8 in the middle. S-mines detonating on these shocks.
Going for the decap, doesn't actually get it though. The pack's going to be facing up against the
Ooh.
IS-2. Wow, a misplaced.
Well, one of them gets taken out.
Oh no, one of them does get taken out. You're right, Machine. Yeah, come to see if this is in there. Guys, two as well.
Oh, Panther
No!
rear armor here.
Panther rear armor is not great, Machine. That's not ideal.
Could be a
Guys,
Faust
two.
from the Grenzo. One of them gets wiped, actually, but the Faust, will it connect? He's Fausting it now. Zis guns are in position. They're ready to go. Damage engine on the IS-2. Panther going in for the chase here. He's going for the Blitzkrieg. Pack's firing from the side. The command P4's here. The Panther, will it get taken out? The Zis gun's ready to go. Rear armor comes through. IS-2, this could be a dead Panther. It gets taken out. IS-2 does survive this one. P4 wiping down the Zis. The top one even. The Maxim, in
Still
fact.
firing.
Panzerwerfer barrage comes through. A
doesn't get
little bit too
anything.
late, though.
The command people has actually backed away from the firing arc, though. That's what I want to know. It looks like it has for now. And as he survives this one, the Panzerwerfer doing absolutely nothing at that range. Man, that's brutal.
Oh, the IS-2 survives.
Really, really nice displacement coming in there from Noganno. They were well split up.
Look at this double shock squad. Actually, he's going in for this IS-2 or the
No,
Zis
he's
gun.
going for the Zis gun. Definitely the Zis gun. Nice choice.
Risky
from
move.
Luvnest. It's a good move. I really appreciate that. Yeah, going for the kill on the Zis gun is probably a mistake.
Not too bad. Luvnest is actually close to his Panther, and even like Noganno, he can afford to rebuild the IS-2, at least as far as fuel is concerned. So losing the IS-2 wouldn't have been a massive setback, and at the same time now, it means that there's going to be a captured Zis, maybe the second one. Where actually is it? It's over there. So this could potentially be all 4 AT guns on the side of Luvnest, and the AT guns are very important. Nade comes through, however. That could be a wipe on this MG. Oh, gets it.
Wipe comes through.
I feel like
It's worth grabbing this one as well. He should have grabbed it and retreated, I feel.
like at the moment, this Puma is probably a waste of pop cap here. 8 pop cap, like what's it going to be doing, really?
Doesn't really contribute to any of these engagements.
Not in the late game.
No.
I guess it can kind of force away shocks. It can kind of push shocks away, kind of snipe them a little bit, but that's really it. Conjugate naded. This P4 is dangerously low. The IS-2 is actually back at full health now. Almost Vet 2. That's going to make a pretty big impact. Panther hasn't been rebuilt just yet. He's actually cut off. The shot's cut off the fuel, so that's delaying the rebuilding of that Panther. And we have 2 AT guns which are... Oh, the Incendiary could wipe that pack.
Not
Oh,
going
missed
to,
off to
though.
the side. And there's a third pack on the ground. The fourth pack, a Ziskan,
Ziskan
still
over
being
here.
there. So
Yeah, so there's one Zis and a pack in the favour of in the hands of Luvnest, and there's a pack and a Zis on the ground. So we'll have to see who actually grabs those. Looking towards OVPs, 116 for Noganno, 201 for Luvnest. Close game. Oh, the Inzindi! He
Just
kind of
avoids
caught
it.
the edge of it. Yeah. Can the Ice 2 get some work done here? The command P4 on health has the damaged engine still. Panzer should be available for Luvnest as well if he was fire on that one. First barrage was pretty unsuccessful.
oh man, armored skirts on this P4. This thing is not dying.
No.
It has so much health. The armored skirts is going to be
Remember how much
more.
we used to talk about the Vet 2 on the P4? How important that was to some engagements.
Yeah, I mean, it always is. Always has been. I just mean especially now because it's a command tank,
yeah, of
so it
course,
has the
yeah.
extra health. The shocks though. Whew.
Shock bleed.
Incendiary once again. Nagano is out of his floated munitions now, so
That'll be the last Incendiary that just gets thrown down.
which maybe isn't a good thing because now he can't incendiary during an engagement if there is a big one coming up
You
soon.
can't force AT guns out of position, which is really important.
There's a fair bit of munitions though, so income, so it won't take him long to rebuild get that float back. So shouldn't be a big deal.
Does shock nade though, as we say.
Yeah, but I mean, it's plus 52. Like, that's a lot. He has the entire south. Still
He's gonna
no.
have a triple cap as well.
Still no cutoff here. There's no fuel income, and that Panther needs to be rebuilt desperately. 175, so it's not too far off, but oh, he's pop capped.
Oh, he's not.
Did you go? He got 3 Pyos,
Wow, he is.
and
pop
there's
capped.
still only two AT guns, one of which being a Zis.
Suicide the Puma. Hi, he says Suicide the Puma.
So actually, there's a pack gun from Noganno. So they've traded AT guns. There's one pack and one Zis gun for each. Man.
Should throw away the Puma to try and kill something here. I don't know what, but
But will the Puma make up for the Panther's pop caps?
it should do. 16.
Yeah, well,
8
it
for
will.
the 8 for the Puma. Yeah.
Man.
I guess once he has the fuel, he'll throw away the Puma. I'm guessing, because the composition is nice with the 3 pioneers here. Is at least stalling the VPs here, capping the top one, holding 1 VP at the moment for Luvnest is awesome. If you can just hold the 1, stall things out. It's pretty much even VPs though. It's even Stevens this game.
Even Stevens.
Even Stevens.
Come on, man. Oh, the mortar capping the VP? Maybe he doesn't want the pop cap. That's probably it,
That should
actually.
be it.
The mortar is ineffective now that he has the Panzerwerfer. So I think if Luvnest loses the mortar, he won't really care at this stage. Gets a nice marked target. No, not marked target. A target weak point.
Yeah.
And taking the IS-2 down a little bit low here. Oh, the rear armor coming through. IS-2 taking far too many pack shots there. That's kept him out of the action now. And a Panzerwerfer barrage going for the Zis gun. Oh, barely
Very
survives
close.
that one.
This is how I've learned with IS-2s. You never want to use them anywhere near AT guns because their movement part just jukes out so hard when it comes to moving around AT
Oh, the
guns,
Ostrippen.
so-
You can count on Ostrippen. No, really, you can. Biggest lie ever. Come on, man.
A huge
We
lie.
counted on you, Ostrippen.
We
And that
believed.
happened.
We believed.
You only believe on rear echelon when trying to wipe squads
So
on
how
retreat
does
path.
Nagano fill out his pop cap here? I mean, he's on 455 fuel.
I think a KV8 would probably be a
nice.
bad...
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say not a good choice because he has... Oh, maybe it would though. There's no Panther. I don't know. It's just... I'm just still in awe of just like how intense this game is as far as strategy-wise.
So-
A KV8, like, yeah, it could work.
It could help you stall out of AP, but if you get all in, you're probably going to lose it.
Yeah, and
If
it's
Panther
just,
comes to the field.
it bogs down your repairs as well.
That's true.
I mean, I still want to say Katusha maybe just like a SU-76, just for that extra bit of AT. I don't know. I think anything could really work. It just depends on the execution. Like, I think there's so many options.
I guess like where's the tech as well from Noganno? Like does he doesn't even have his does he have his tier 4? Like where's the
Nagano, no, he doesn't have his tier
He
4.
doesn't build it yet, so
Yeah.
it's worth building it. It's a bit of a manpower investment, sure, but it's gonna if you need to make a reactionary build.
I think we will see a KV8, but I don't know how effective it will be.
Nagano's starting. It was floating up the manpower, but he's not anymore.
So
Go for the reinforce.
the VPs are so on point here, 100, more or less. and that's just gone backed away. That's so crucial. This game, it's been very important in terms of who's had the AT guns. And right now, oh what? Come on, Ostrup, finish it off. At the moment though, Luvnest is like blobbing up like this, and he hasn't got either of the north or the south VPs. Takes down that pack. That's very important. Hopefully he can wipe it. He does with a mortar shell. That is great news for Luvnest. That's going to allow his tanks a lot more freedom. He has a lot of repairs here too. This gun barrage from Luvnest.
Cool stuff coming in here. Both of us really low on munitions.
Oh, demo.
What does Luvnest go through? He's pop capped out. 95 pop cap. He has to throw something away.
You might want to use counter attack. That would help him cap VPs quickly. So, is he scouting for an incendiary? No, there's no munitions, so I don't know really what that was all about. Wow, okay. Well,
I don't think Noganno knows what to do here. The guy's too top. He's still holding 2 VPs.
Even Luvnest, like he's just grouped up like this, and
I'm ready to go.
Noganno can't deal with it, but you know at the same time he doesn't have any VPs. Doesn't have the 2 VPs, I should say. Looks like the command P4 is going down the south to clear away.
It's a demo, I think.
It's a demo. It won't kill the command P4 though. Maybe if there was a mine on it, but it'll get through. Is he gonna detonate it though? Oh, see, it didn't do much actually.
Not a lot. That's about half health, we're saying, maybe a bit over. So if you build a demo and like another demo, you might be okay.
Okay, Puma's here. Is he going to lose his Puma intentionally?
Throw it away.
I don't know. He still has 2 mortars. And like they are vet 3 though. It's kind of the hard decision because it's like... Because you don't really want to lose the veterancy, but you kind of also want Panthers.
Yeah.
He retreats the mortar, so definitely want him to keep it alive, it would seem.
I don't know about this Incendiary though. He's going to follow it up. There's got to be follow-up here from Noganno. At the moment he's stalling it out, but he's lost the bottom VP. I think with this Puma, given how low the VPs are, maybe if he heals it up and then throws it away, but like, I don't know, throwing it at a VP, like throwing it at a Maxim that's camping a VP, and then an IS-2 or something has to rotate it over and kill it because it's free. It's free to take, and then off that, Luvnest manages to cap 2 VPs.
But I mean,
he forces the IS-2 out of position.
This is assuming that Luvnest wants the Panther. Like, does he want the Panther? We're just assuming he does. I don't know.
Yeah.
He retreated his mortar from the incendiary.
I would think he would, so he can split up his AT, so he can actually hold 2 VPs.
Like,
really
if he wanted to lose the Puma, he could lose it very easily right now, and he's actually holding on to it. So I think Luvnest, you know, he's above us. You know, he's looking down on us as pity mortals that don't know how to strategize coming to Heroes 2.
Really?
Oh, this gun survives. So. Yeah, I mean, he's just favoring it, and at the moment, it's working for him. But, yeah, I do agree with you personally. I think this Puma is a bit of a dead weight here, and that Puma, it actually would open up a Panther right now. Well, he reinforced now, but if, say, like, he needs 82 pop cap for a Panther, and that Puma's 8. His P4 is getting low. That P4 is way more important than the Puma though. It gives the buff. It's actually good against infantry. It's able to like actually kill squads and stuff.
Yeah, once again, it's real nice.
This gun though may even kill it here. One shot comes through the smoke.
Doesn't get thrown out, but it's out of range.
Smoke, but I mean, he doesn't need to, and that was close because he didn't have much munitions left. Oh, okay, IS-2's going in.
Go for this one.
So, oh, he hits a mine!
Oh,
the
dear.
IS-2 hits a mine!
And the smoke comes out from the command P4. The AT guns are going to be setting up as well. Oh, this IS-2 is in huge trouble.
The shocks, though, can they decrew the packs in time? They're suppressed by the MG. They both survive. They're bouncing the shells.
They miss.
Oh,
it's alive. The IS-2 lives.
They're still there, though.
Puma's
repaired. It's Vet 3. He can finish this one off. If it circles, it gets the flank. It'll kill that one down pretty damn quickly. There is a Zis gun they're overlooking, and the Zis barrage comes through. Zis barrage takes down both. Oh, awkward.
Really?
Awkward. Well, he gets one of them, at least. He will lose this one now, though.
Yeah, Panzerwerfer going to be coming in and...
Oh, man. You can really tell the nerf of the Panzerwerfer, and I'm glad to see it.
Yeah.
It's, like, not insta-guarantee wiping a Zis gun, but it's still, like, essentially killing it, essentially. Noganno lost a squad of shocks. I did miss that one. And this IS-2's down at not much health, but it should repair really, really fast here. The Puma. Oh, I didn't even go in for it, so... Luvnest, he's just being cool, man. He's not being rash, and now he's building his Panther at 82 pop cap here. So this is going to be very important. He's going to be able to have the Panther out. He has a good mix of his units. He has his Vet 3 Puma, Vet 3 Command P4, 2 Vet 3 Mortars, a lot of Pyos, not much infantry though, but I don't think that's that important.
That's not a big deal, yeah.
Oh, this Command P4.
He needs to repair that. Wow, he's forcing off the... Yeah, so Maximum gets forced off now. He really needs to repair that. 3 squads of Pioneers, no real excuse for not repairing that one. Really wants to keep a hold of it.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, it could now be a triple cap in the favor of Luvnest. This is going to be the most tense and tight game that we have casted of Coh2 in a very long time.
64 VPs for Noganno, 71 here for Luvnest. And yeah, this is going to max out Luvnest's pop cap here with the Panther. There's the IS-2, it gets revealed.
He's going for a Faust here, but he won't get any damage engine there.
Yeah, just going to retreat away. So neutralized down the bottom here. Puma, yeah, should back away. It's okay, it lives, it lives. It isn't taking up pop cap anymore.
Is he going to go in with the Puma, maybe circle it? He could probably do it. It's a slow turret. I think it's a bit faster at Vet 2 though.
So many bounces.
I mean, a lot of the bounces for the P4 though, that won't penetrate at all.
The Puma really not.
I mean, the only
that much.
reliable penetration is going to be from the Zis gun. So the top one's actually captured back by the Zis gun of Noganno of all things. The south, though, a bit of a battle raging on here. The IS-2's backing away. The Panther's on the field. Does have the Command P4 buff as well. Will he commit to the engagement? There's no AT guns for support by Luvnest, or rather by Noganno.
Maybe try and block off the IS-2. If the IS-2 gets out of here, it's going to take the Command P4 with it. Does he get the block?
He's blocked it.
He's blocked it.
But he's kind of juking away to the left.
Nice
the Panther's
play.
on the chase. Turret out of position. The Panther has an excellent angle here, and there's no supporting AT. This gun is at the north. It's actually rotating down now. He's got a fair march ahead of him. This IS-2 now turning to face the Panther. This is looking like a pretty dead IS-2 to me, but Luvnest, is he committing to this engagement, or is he going to back away? Is this gun setting up now? Vet 3 is the IS-2. This Panther, it needs to penetrate this last shot, or it could get taken out here. Bounce from the IS-2 as well.
This doesn't take
He's
a
on
shot.
the road for the flank, using the road to flank it. Fantastic play from Luvnest. Killing blow does come through. IS-2, he's a dead tank now, and that could be any chance of Noganno here. But can Noganno rebuild it? He has a KV-8 on the field. Going to be roasting down this mortar. VP's still getting very low. Will be evened out here by Luvnest.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get the double cap here as well. That Command P4 actually survived the engagement. KV-8's rotating down now, but this is where the Puma can actually shine. It's going to be penetrating. There's the stun as well. The flames come down. The KV-8 gets taken out.
Will he kill the crew? No!
Oh, the crew survives the flames.
He dies afterwards.
Oh, no! The late incendiary coming out there from Noganno. He thought the KV-8 would be enough to stop the cap, and it wasn't.
It wasn't even the incendiary. It was the damage over time from the KV-8. It just happened
yeah.
afterwards.
Oh, was it really? Yeah.
Pretty sure it was the KV-8, like the KV-8's dot, but it didn't kill it until afterwards. So still, this game isn't actually won just yet. There's only 50 VPs left for Noganno and 54 for Luvnest.
It might have worked as well. If he actually managed to stall out that bottom, it still would have been ticking in his favor.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's still a double cap here for Noganno. 50 VPs for Noganno, 53 for Luvnest, but Luvnest looks pretty good, Machine. He has everything.
Look.
The IS-2 went down. They just didn't take that additional shot.
These mortars are still here, man. Yeah. The Vet 3 mortars. And this Command P4, 78 kills. And yeah, he's keeping it so low. Wow. But anyway, it's doing some great work here. Oh, that IS-2. That was a Vet 3 IS-2. Oh man, if that Panther went down, that would have just like absolutely been a GG there.
Where's the pin?
I don't know.
Pin's just not coming through onto these Austrian. There we go.
So this is still ticking in Noganno's favor here.
It is, but the Max is probably going to be taken out here. If the Pioneers actually can refocus that one. Going to go for the retreat now. He might get out of there.
Almost. Okay, Panther should just destroy this Zis gun.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, it doesn't have a pintle though.
Yeah, no
pintle coming up soon. They'll be able to decrew that Zis gun pretty reliably.
Should be enough here. 37 VPs for Luvnest, but it looks like you should take this one on 37.
No pintle. Oh, there we go.
Gets taken out.
So there's still some Zis guns here to be recaptured by these conscripts.
Tries to destroy it. No, not in time though. So one of these guns actually does get recapped. Now it's going to be a double cap though in favor of Luvnest. And I'm not really sure what Noganno can do at this point. There we go. He can go for another ice 2 now.
Actually, we're not done just
We're
yet,
not
are
done,
we?
ladies and gentlemen. He's got such a big fuel float. It's insane. It's just he had to save up the manpower for this IS-2. The fuel float was insane. It's just the manpower that was the big... At 45 VPs for Noganno, he can pull this back. 36 for Luvnest. It's definitely not over. The Panther's in the middle as well. If he commits everything to this bottom, he might be able to get it.
Well, there's a Zis gun.
Command Panther. It's the Command P4. It's been repaired now as well.
Shock nades as well. Doesn't actually capture the Zis gun. Okay, Icy's going back into the south here. Grenzy here and the Puma, but this Puma looking pretty dead to me. I think he's finally been outclassed. That being said, though, he's going for the circle on the road as well. The Zis gun's there, overlooking the wrong direction. He jukes out in front of the IS-2's gun.
Doesn't take a shot either. The Puma actually lives
this Vet 3 speed on the road is ridiculous. Loses it, though. Is actually abandoned. Either way, the Panthers here, engineers, probably can deal with that Ostropen. What was that spin? That was amazing.
That was nuts.
Why can't my Pumas do that?
I want that Puma driver. I want it out of 10. The cons in the middle here, they're going to be going for the D cap.
He will
actually get it. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to tick anywhere. He has to get the cap, and he's not going to get that because he's under MG fire. He's going to be pinned.
These NGs should be mining at the north. The Panther going in for the IS-2 here. It's Vet 2. Has a pretty reliable circle on this IS-2 here.
Back on the road
He probably
again.
will get this one unless there's some crazy deflection.
It's another shot. It needs one more. IS-2 gets the shot off.
They're point blank. They should surely penetrate at this range.
Yeah, you've got to. The IS-2
Here we go. Oh, he bounced it!
Bounced it! The IS-2 might actually win. I'm not sure who's going to win this one. The Panther should fire first. Will the Panther fire first?
He bounced again!
Again! The Panthers have what? The IS-2 survives. The command tank from the side takes it out.
He killed it!
It killed it, yeah.
The command P4.
Penetrated.
Wow.
Panther didn't penetrate twice in a row. Panzer 4 command tank at max range gets the penetration. This is insane.
Where the Panther failed, where the Vet 2 Panther failed, the command P4, the tank hunter, heavy juggernaut tank destroyer command P4, wiping that one away, and still Noganno's on 3 squads, but he's not done just yet. Throwing himself at this middle VP, going for a smoke grenade. In fact, the north looks like there's going to be enough of investments. Sending the minesweeper as well.
Is there enough for an incendy here?
Yeah, actually there is.
Okay, so Noganno has access to that incendy, but can he get the cap in the middle? And there's not enough repairs either. There's just nothing here for Noganno. He doesn't have the manpower to get...
There's incendiary.
There's incendiary. It might be enough to stall this one out. He's just going to keep going for the cap.
He can cap the north like that.
If he just gets the D cap?
Yeah,
Yeah, he got the D cap. That's enough. Okay. 29 VPs for Noganno.
Dude, there's gonna be another Kais too, though. Look at the manpower.
Oh, there will be as well.
The thing is,
game's over.
look at the manpower deficits. 287 against 186. Because Noganno has no squads, it means that he can get the IS-2 replenished pretty quickly. Another Panther being built, and yeah, that's GG. Surely.
Surely. I mean, you would think, wouldn't you, Machine?
But like,
we just, how can we know?
I blinked, I closed my eyes, and I just woke up, and I was like, oh, there's an IS-2 again. All right. Oh, there's a KV-8. All right. And there's just more mortars on the ground, but there's a Maxim as well. So that was, wow, what a game.
That was incredible.
What a game. Whew. Noganno, an absolute trooper, being down both of these games in a row,
insane.
and able to keep Luvnest so close. And there were definitely some games there, some engagements there, where I thought that Noganno was going to turn this one around.
I really thought he was, yeah.
I think more than anything, that game came down to the AT gun control. But, whew, man,
That was
just so much strategy and just so much execution. Like, I think both Noganno and Luvnest, they both had a lot of options, and either could have worked depending on how they used them. And I think Luvnest, he made the Puma and the P4 work. Like, he held out, which was pretty risky. You know, IS-2 versus Command P4 and Puma. Good luck, man. And he did it.
He did
Got the Panther out in time. I wonder how different this game would have been if Luvnest just immediately went for the Panther rather than going for mobile defense.
Would have been
Or even when he's Tiger. Like it was actually quite surprising that he went for the mobile defense. Yeah, this is definitely going on YouTube.
Going on the channel.
That's like, that is, yes. That game is 100% Icon Hawk guarantee going on YouTube.
On there, yeah.
So definitely got to make sure you have our channel subscribed if you if you don't already. YouTube.com/generalsgentlemen. Because that was ridiculous. That game was amazing. I'm sorry, NA, but that game was amazing.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, also follow us on Twitter if you haven't, just so you keep up to date with all our casting and streaming and all that good stuff. So I am pretty damn worn out from that. But we should have our grand final starting pretty soon. Let's go ahead and just check the brackets. Not quite sure how far the other semi-final is going.
It's a game on at the moment.
Yeah,
but,
looks like there is a game on. Joe versus Jeslyn
that game,
still, which
is
would be a
it-
great
is it-
series,
is it
but
now?
yeah, it's on
Or is
now.
it-
But
okay,
we're
right, yeah.
definitely having a break from that. Gotta calm down the adrenaline, man. Just whew.
I don't know if I can handle anymore, man. I honestly don't. That was
You
just,
can't even handle.
I don't know. I'm incredibly hyped though. I'm feeling more awake than I ever have.
Yeah.
In my life.
It's
think.
like I don't need to sleep until next Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm good, man.
I just-
I'll keep casting.
Yeah, but
Casting now after this, man.
Oh,
No
yeah.
worries, yeah.
Yeah.
Too easy. All right.
yeah, we'll do a trio cast with tightrope
Yeah.
again. Who are in the final? Okay, so the final is going to be obviously Luvnest versus the winner of
Jove and Jeslyn.
of Jove versus Jeslyn, which could definitely swing either way. Jove has been in the grand finals for quite a fair bit recently. So we're going to go ahead and jump to our waiting screen. We're going to have a bit of a walk around, have some water, just
Consider life.
breathe it out, exhale a little bit.
That
you
game
know?
was nuts.
Yeah, that game was fantastic, and I'm glad you guys could witness that live. Live casting is always so hype. Being able to just have no idea like how the game's gonna go, and seeing the players on edge. Like I think that game was a battle of discipline as well. Like towards the end, like it seemed like Luvnest was starting to kind of lose his edge there. You know,
Yeah,
he was
it's
just like
kinda
hardcore blobbing in the
sitting on
middle.
EP,
It was
just wasn't sure what to do.
and after a game so long and so tense, like you can't blame a player like
No.
that. Even the best players, just you get irrational sometimes.
Yeah.
You just need
It just builds up so much tension in
Yeah.
your body during the game. In those hour-long matches, it's just, it's hard to keep your cool and still play well and like micro well and still make the right decisions as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not commit to bad engagements.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah, it's another big one.
often you
They try
get
and
really
force
greedy,
things.
and I think overall, they both played just a very smart game. Like no one really threw. Like
No, not at
there was
all.
no throws. It was like counterplay versus
Yeah.
counterplay. I mean, there were certainly bad engagements, but like it wasn't like, oh, what a
Game-ending
mistake. It
moments,
was like,
yeah,
well,
just,
I tried
to do
that,
and it
didn't quite
work.
go to plan. So yeah, and that's how games should be. When you can't really fault a player, it's just it creates great games, and I'm absolutely glad that we had the honor of casting that live in front of all of our wonderful viewers here. So stay with us, folks. We'll return with our grand final as soon as possible.
Please subscribe to the General's Gentlemen. If you enjoy our content, you can support us at patreon.com/General's Gentlemen.